Hi everyone and welcome to this week's workout. As you can see, I finally made it down onto the beach, which is fantastic. The tide times and the weather have combined and to mean I can get down here, which is great. We're going to start off today thinking about our upper back, arms and shoulders again, going down through posture and then into some squats and then into some waists and core. I'm hoping the wind stays quite low so it's not an irritating thing on my microphone on the video camera, so fingers crossed it'll all be good, and fingers crossed we're not inundated with people on the beach anytime soon, but hopefully not. So okay, let's start off. Let's just give in the tummy, take a lift up, have a lovely stretch up here, and then release and swing again. Take a stretch up, this time pull your shoulders back and down a little bit, pull your tummy up and in, your bottom down and in a little bit, and then release and swing twice again. One more time. While we're up here this time, have a little reach up through the ribs there, reaching up through, checking your posture is under control, and then have two swings again, and this time go out to the side. From here, just gently roll your shoulders in, and then take them back and out. Rotating through your arm to roll your shoulders in. Make sure it's not just coming from your elbow. Roll those shoulders in, perfect, and out. Take our two swings and swing. Good. Stretch out. Let's do that rotation again. So pulling those shoulders in and then focusing on the back and down. We're quite often around and hunched in offices or doing work at home, and so it's really nice just to have a pull back through the upper back there. Good. Stay here. From here, just take a little close and open. Similar to last week's workout and the arm toning workout. If you've done it, keep the arms here and go up and down and up and down and up and down. Just comb the hair from here, so back. Now getting those shoulders working, pulling back through your shoulder blades, beginning to think a little deeper now about your postural muscles, where they are. So tummy toned and up and in. Lovely, the hair's just blowing across my face a little bit down here. And let's take that stretch up again and pull down. Good. This time soften your knees, pull your tummy right in, drop your head and shoulders, curl down to the floor, and then uncurl straight away. Take your arms out to the side, have a little squeeze in your shoulder blades and relax. Soften your knees, pull your tummy in, roll down forward, lengthening your back, weight equally through both feet, come up, straighten up through, take your arms out, have a little rib slide this time from side to side. So just getting those core muscles warmed up through the core. Plant both feet firmly into the ground. Lovely. And then have a little swing and a little swing. Great. Let's just get the legs moving a little bit now. Take some alternate knee lifts. Good. 8 in front. 8 to the diagonal now. I'm on a slight slope, so I'm hoping I don't fall over. Out. Hoping I don't sink in the sand as well. Up and up. And then across your body like last week. Across, across, across. Good. Up and up and up and up. Good. Excellent. Bend your knees again. Curl down to the floor. Stay here for a little bit. Straighten your legs a little bit, not completely. Let your head relax. Straighten your legs a little bit more. Again, not completely straight, just beginning to stretch. Bend again and curl up and up. Fantastic. We're now going to work a little bit harder. So taking our arms out, bend your hands in, keep your elbows at shoulder level, and just take 3 pullbacks. And then a stretch forward. So pull back, drawing back and down between your shoulder blades. Lovely, and stretch forward. So just 3 pullbacks, I couldn't count then. 2, 3, stretch forward and back. And back, keeping those elbows up. It's easy to let the elbows go down. 2, 3, and reach and back. 2, 3, square arms, just stretch up and down to shoulder level, up. Remember in the arm toning workout, if you've done it, we thought about bringing our elbows and upper arms back down onto a shelf. Good. And then leave your arms in this square position. Just clench your fists, bring everything in, and just squeeze back and down in the shoulders. Really working those sort of muscles that go across your shoulder blades, across the front of the chest, and obviously working through your upper arms too. Lovely, excellent. Good, so we're hoping through this session to get a lot of the back muscles working, trapezius, the rhomboids, and then going right down through the front of the chest muscles too. I won't baffle you with too many names. I went to a body pump class this morning where she kept going on fancy fitness names, and I thought most of the people in the class didn't really want that. Lovely, good, and then just have a swing to release off. Excellent. Just soften your knees. Let's go back to some posture work now. Just tipping your bottom out and in. So out and in. Coming back to a neutral spine, which is just bottom tucked under slightly, tummy toned up. Now I want you to take it beyond that neutral spine, so push the pubic bone forward. Did this a couple of weeks ago. Really overextend that, so you're pulling your coccyx right down underneath you, lifting your pubic bone forward and up, and then go back to the neutral spine, so coming back just to the middle. Lovely. Add in your upper back now, so just take a pull back, thumbs on top, palms facing out, feel open across your chest, and then pull in and over, pull in here, pull back and in. Now we're going to have 2 beats out and 1 beat in. 2 beats out, in. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Come back to the middle. Pop your hands on your hips. Stick your bottom out. Draw your elbows back. Your shoulder blades are pulling back and down. We're going to stretch through the glutes now as we go forward. Imagine you have a tray of drinks. So glasses, maybe champagne, let's go a bit classy here. Tray of champagne glasses, full to the brim with champagne. You've got to try and keep your back nice and flat to keep them on. Squeeze those elbows towards each other. Don't let it come up here. Draw those shoulders back and down and then squeeze. Keeping your tummy toned, weight forward over the balls of your feet, but both feet are flat on the floor. And then come up, you should find you're in this position, you just need to tuck everything under. Good, let's do that again. Arch, elbows back, down we go. Have a little press here. Fantastic. Squeeze those shoulders back and down, make sure you're not up here. Look along your mat or along your floor, don't look up. Have a nice long neck. And then come up and tuck everything in. Fantastic, good. Come back to the centre and let's pick up those weights. Good. Starting off, let's just warm up by taking a nice lateral lift and down. Sorry, the hair keeps blowing across my face and irritating me at this angle. It's a lovely afternoon. I didn't expect it to be this lovely. Down here, a bit cloudy, but actually really nice. So lifting up and down and lift and down. The first beach workout of the season, hopefully the first of many, and down. And I'm really sorry if you can hear the builders that are next to our apartment. You can actually hear them drilling all the way down here, which is a bit of a pain. But lift, and hopefully you can hear the waves lapping at the same time. And if I talk my way through this horrible exercise, you won't feel it gradually getting harder and harder. If you're doing it without weights, add a little bit of resistance there. Imagine you're drawing your arms up through some treacle and down, or some mud. Oh, lift them up and down, just to increase that resistance. Good. And 1 more, and down. Fantastic. Just have a little roll. Good. Bring your arms up now. So the same movement we did earlier, we're going to pull back gently for 3, reach forward for 1. Keeping our core under control, so tone through the tummies, keeping your shoulders back and down, and out, and 1. If you're a bit unsure whether your shoulders have crept up or whether they're down, just do a few in front of a mirror and you'll be able to see whether your shoulders are up here in the effort, which is obviously wrong. It feels horrible. Draw them back and down. And try and keep your arms and your elbows as close to shoulder level as you can, so that we're not going down here. We're out here and push. 1, 2, 3 and push, and 1, 2, 3. Relax down, take your feet wide. You can either pop your weights down for this or keep them in front of you. Have your toes turned out slightly. We're going to do some squats now, pushing down through our heels this time. Feet firmly on the floor. You don't want your shins to push forward. You want your knees to be going sort of over your middle toes, but not pushing over forwards. Just staying over those middle toes here, if that makes sense. So we're not pushing the shin forward, we're going down through the heels, down, and the bottom's going down for the moment. And if you want to, we're going to stretch out at the same time. Lovely. Find a good position for that, taking your sitting bones down with you. And perfect. Now let's do our other squat where we take the bottom down and up. Just taking the weights down in front of you for now, keeping your chest lifted. Not bending our body, not moving our body, just bending our legs and putting our bottom out behind us. As you come up, squeeze the glutes to lift you up and be careful not to lock your knee joint right back. Especially, I know some of you have got hypermobility in your joints, just keep them quite loose. Good, excellent. And if you can now, just stretch. Be careful with your weights. If you know you have a lower back problem, just pop your weight down for this one. Taking your bottom down, as if you're going to sit on a low stool that's behind you. Keep your shins back. Try and bring your arms up close to your ears. Don't dive your head down. Keep your chest lifted. Good, well done. Let's go back to the other squat. Now we're going to go down. Keep the arms up and just go up and down gently. Feel your tummy muscles toning nicely to keep your posture under control. Bottom is down and underneath you. Lovely. Good. And now come up to this one, to go down and up all the way. Nearly lost my words there. Good. And down, and down. Bring your feet in. Lovely. Real trouble with my hair. Roll your shoulders. Good. Take your arms up overhead. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Good. Just bring your elbows down and up. Feeling as if again your shoulders are going back and down. Your shoulder blades are pulling back and down. Your elbows are just coming down to that shelf we talked about. Good. We're not coming down any lower than our shoulder joint. Really work those upper arms, work your shoulders. Feel it in your upper back a little bit too. And then come all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. Good. Excellent. And recover here. Well done. Pop the weights down. Let's start to work these side core muscles a little bit more now. And we're going to have some side flexion through our back and our abdominals. Here, so roll those shoulders back and down, pull up through your body, and just take 2 waist bends. Plane going over now as well. Over. Keeping this top shoulder back, keeping your chest and your hips square to the front. And imagine your shoulder blades, your mid-back, your lower back to a certain extent, but not too much. Your glutes are all sliding along a wall behind you. We're not peeling off and coming round, we're going over. Now reach a little bit deeper and bring your elbow up a little bit higher. And then swing it through and swing and swing. Swing and swing, swing and swing. Lovely. Back to our deep knee bends. Turn your toes out slightly. Down 4 times. Down, up, down, up. Then over the top with one arm. Over for 2, over for 2. Tummy in tight. And over, down and up. Bottom down with you. Stretch right up overhead if you can. Right up overhead. Lovely waist bend. Over, 2, and stretch. You can keep a low arm if you feel this in your lower back. Lovely. Now the bottom out squat. Down, up. Much easier without weights. Down, up, down. Arm over the top. Doesn't matter which arm goes first. We're keeping our hips under control. And you can really feel your side muscles working hard now. Working hard. Bring it down. Lovely. Good. We're going to work our left arm first of all. Slight bend in our knees. We're going to reach out to the diagonal, down to the knee. Tummy toned, down to the knee. We're not moving our legs at all. We're not bending our knees at all, apart from a little bit of a bend to secure us. Feet are planted into the mat and stretch. Now we're going to do a similar thing, but we're going to come down and pull around, keeping our hips forward. Down and round. Take the chest around the corner, but your hips. And then back to the first one. Out, down and out. Bending your body. And you can start to go a little bit lower if you want to. Now squeeze back. Down and squeeze. Down and squeeze. Down and the other side. So get this hand ready. Draw back and down in those shoulders. Start off with your knee. While you get used to it, have a pull back through your upper back. Gently pull it back. Then do the squeeze and rotate. Down and rotate. Remember, we're not bending our knees anymore. Our body is doing the work. So this band of muscles around the middle are getting us down and up. And we've got control as we come up. Now a straightish arm. Down and go a bit lower if you want to. Down and up. And just let the other arm relax. Weight planted through both feet. And one more with the pull backs. Down and up. Down and pull back. Down and pull back. Down and come up. Good. With straightish legs, take a stretch over. Relax down, down. Lift up, up and down. Down, lift up and stretch. Down one more time. Lovely. Finish with your hands by your side. Bring your feet in a tiny bit. Back to the move we were doing earlier in our posture. Soft knees, stick your bottom out. Go down to the floor. Stretch your arms out behind you. Thumbs and palms, thumbs on top, palms facing out. Shoulders back and down. Look along the floor in front of you, not up here. Along the floor. You've got that tray of champagne glasses on your back. We're going to do a little dip and come up. A move we did a couple of weeks ago. I think we had our hands on our hips then. And we're going down and up. Not bending our legs. We're using our core muscles, our body, our backs, our abdominals to do this. Keeping our shoulders back and down. And lift. Down, lift up. Our heels stay on the floor, but our weight is slightly forward. Our tummy is toned. Feel that lovely, lovely work. And come back to the middle. Relax down through and come up. Good, let's go over the top. Over and over. Good, and stretch. And stretch. Let's reach up to the sky. Up and relax down. Straightish legs, weight forward. Lift. So we're folding our body in half. Our legs from our hips down aren't moving. Lovely. It's all coming from our mid-body. Good. Come back up. Soft knees, stick that bottom out. Wing your arms back and down. Ease forward with the champagne glasses on your back. Look along the floor in front of you, tummy toned. Dip down and come up. Obviously you're going to spill some of the champagne on this one. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down. A few more. I love this move. It's so lovely. If you're doing it right, you can really feel it working through your core muscles, particularly the side ones. Don't let your legs move. Keep your weight slightly forward. Tone through those abdominals. Squeezing on your shoulder blades. And come back to the middle. Now relax. Round up back. Enjoy that release. Straighten your legs a little bit more than you have. If you can, weight forward rather than back. Bend your knees a little bit to one curl. Come up through. Just have a little swing. Good. Have a little bit of rotation. Pick up your weights just for a minute or so, just to do a little bit more arm work. We're going to work the legs a little bit more on the floor. Turn your palms round. Let's just do our bicep curl. 8 here. And 4. If you don't have weights, remember, go back to that mud. Pull your lower arm up and down through the mud. Keep your upper arm steady. Elbows into your chest. Shoulders are back and down. Good. Stretch overhead. Come down to that tabletop or that shelf. You can put your fingernails together this time. Down, up, down, up. Just to get the side core going again. Finish here. Just keep your hips steady and just turn around. Quite hard to keep your arms in a square. I'm not too fussed about how square they are, but try not to kink your wrist back and try to keep your elbows at shoulder level. Fantastic. Keep your hips as steady as you can. Soften through your knees and then release down. Pop your weights down through, have another swing. Fantastic, and we'll get down onto the floor. Brilliant. Okay, so for some reason I decided to lie on my tummy first for this exercise. We're going to work our back muscles lying down on our tummies on the floor. So always be careful with this one, particularly if you have any back issues. If any of these are uncomfortable, just message me and I can give you alternatives to do. But they are relatively simple, they're strong, but they're simple to follow as long as you maintain a little bit of tone through the tummy, even though we're lying down on the floor. That really does help. And really think about where the movement is coming from. We're going to lie down on our tummies. I'm going to get extremely sandy now, so you can laugh at me if you like. And we're going to have our hands out in front of us. We're going to let our body, our forehead just rest on the floor or our mat. Our legs can just relax behind us. We're going to turn so our baby fingers are on the floor, and we're going to put our thumbs up in the air, and we're just going to lift alternate arms up and down, working the muscles across our shoulder blades and our upper back really, really well. So it's as if we're just hitching with our thumbs, just lifting up and down. And you can feel that that is just working. We're not bringing our head in, so it is just working those muscles at the top of your back. Lovely. Keeping our body as relaxed as we can, so we're trying not to let anything else lift. We've got that tone going through the core. Excellent. Pop your palms down on the floor, bring your hands round and pop them down by your side. So thumbs away from your body, palms down. This time we're going to start working slightly lower down our back. We're going to roll back and down through our shoulder blades and then lift up, looking at your mat. Don't look up here. Look down at your mat, but not right down at your chest. Just down at eye level at your mat. Lift your upper body, let your legs relax, hold it there, and then go down, down. Going to lift and lift, down and down. So hopefully now you're feeling that muscle work has worked down your back, down to your thoracic spine, down towards your lumbar spine, up. We're keeping our neck in line with our back, with our spine, and down. Bring your arms back round, baby fingers on top, relax down, and then lift, and lift, and lift. Keeping it just to your arm, hitching with your thumb, hitch a lift, hitch a lift. So we could lift our head and shoulders. It's not that we can't, it's just that that would bring in a different muscle group that we don't want to work just yet. Good, then bring your arms back around the long way, palms down, thumbs outside, roll those shoulders back and down again if necessary, and lift up, 2 and down. And feel the difference in where that muscle work is happening. And lift, lift, and down, and lift, and down. Well done, good. We're now going to pop our arms out at side shoulder level. Hope you've got enough room there. Similar thing, but we're going to lift now with longer levers and down. So slightly harder, keeping everything steady, drawing back and down in those shoulders as you go. We've now brought in the upper back a little bit more, along with our mid back. So they're both working together. And down and up, and bring your arms around. Rest your forehead on your hands and relax the upper body. Draw your legs together now, and we're just going to feel long through both legs, lifting a straight leg off the floor, keeping our hip bone on the floor. It won't go very high, we don't want that hip to come off. We want to keep our tummy toned. And now we're strengthening the lower back. Excellent. Good, a few more of these. Keeping the body toned but relaxed, not lifting our upper body in the effort, just feeling the lower back lengthening and shortening as we lift a long lever and use the lower back to do that. We're going to move down to our glutes now. So turn, take your legs out a bit wider behind you. Let your feet relax out. Don't know what my feet are touching, or just some seaweed. And we're just going to lift a leg from here, but the movement now I want you to feel coming from your glutes. So we're just going to lift up and down, keeping our foot relaxed. And this time, hopefully, you can feel that that movement is coming from your glutes rather than your back too much. Good. Bring them back in. Tone down through your legs again. Relax the upper body if necessary. Long, long legs to lift and lower again. So feel that movement happening from your lower back. Keep your hip bone down on the floor. Feel the lower back toning as you do that. It's shortening and lengthening every time you lift and lower a leg. And then take your legs out to a V shape. Let your feet relax out, so heels are in, toes are out. Just a little bit of tone through your glutes as you lift from here. And feel, again, we're keeping the hip bone down, so we're not looking for a big lift, but just that little tiny lift. You can feel just working the glutes nicely. Pushing that pubic bone down into the floor, but not so much that it hurts you. Good, excellent. And let's come back into child's pose. So you can always revisit any of those moves whenever you want to. Always do a little warm up first, but if you've got a stiff back, do a few hollow and tucks standing up, a few rolls forward, and then lie down and do some of those. It might just help. Good. If we had longer, we'd do some more, but for now, we're going to lie on our backs. Just work our abdominals down the front a little bit more. So I'm on a slight slope, so hopefully the picture isn't too distorted. Long legs if you can, long arms if you can. I don't know why I chose to do these when I thought I might come down onto the beach. We're putting our tummy down. I've got my eyes closed in case sand goes in my eyes as I lift my legs and my hands. And we're just going to lift one side this week and down. Really using our long levers to help get some weight here, and our tummy is doing the work, stabilizing our body, strengthening those abdominal muscles. We're pushing our tummy button down towards our spine. I hope no one's watching me. I haven't looked around for a while. You can probably see people are behind me in the picture. I hope not. Lovely. Leave the arms where they are, and remember when you're doing that one, you can always bring your arms down here if you're not very comfy, and if your lower back doesn't like a straight leg, you can do it all while you're practicing from here. But now you can bring your arms to wherever is comfy, keep them back there if you can. We're going to do our swapping one. I'm getting loads of sand in my face and in my hair. Lovely. Keeping your lower back on the floor. If your lower back can't take that, keep the legs slightly bent, but if they can, lovely long straight levers. Good. Keeping your lower back down. You mustn't let your lower back rock and roll off the floor. And come back down and bring your feet in a little bit. Good, well done. Have them at hip width apart. Take your arms out beside you. Just let your knees fall to one side. Strong tuck under and come up. And let your knees go to the other side and come up. Good, let's go back and do those long levers again. So up and down. Up. And I'm getting covered in sand here. Need to stop talking so it doesn't go in my mouth. Very good. Tummy down. Keep your arms and legs under control. I think I got some up my nose then as well. Yeah. Good. Now just the legs up and up. Now remember, your legs are heavy. You've got to really pull down through that tummy button without tensing. Relax through your shoulders. Great. Bend your knees if you'd rather. Excellent. Come down. Take your arms out to the side. Rotate over. Enjoy that stretch. Then strong tuck under to come back. And go over. And come up. This time, same thing, but take your feet further apart. And let both knees go down towards the floor. Feel that that stretch has now moved from your side core down into your glutes. and then roll over to the other side. Stretch out the muscles in the other glute. Excellent. So just by keeping the knees and feet slightly apart, excuse me, that's the sand up my nose, things I do for you guys, and come up and just hug into a little ball. So the next move we're going to do a high plank and go into a side twist to really work our core muscles. I know I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Right, okay. So now, hopefully I can do this. It is a bit wonky. You can see I'm absolutely covered in sand, but I'm going to have a lovely shower later, so it'll be fine. We're now going to go into a high plank, working out which way round to do this. Planting our wrists underneath our shoulders, walking our feet out a little bit. Adjust your position. Check your weight is equally through the balls of your feet, through your hands, and you are lifting up some of your own body weight. Excellent. From here, let your feet just relax over to the side, stretch up, and enjoy that lovely stretch. If that's the right word. Come back down. Don't do this if this is uncomfortable. Message me if you'd like some help with this one. And stretch up and go round. But feel that lovely strength through your upper back, through your arms, through your core. Make sure your bottom isn't up here and make sure it's not down there, so we're in the middle. Let's go over to the side again, stretch up and come back through, and the other side. Lift up, it's a little bit slopey, and come round, back into child's pose. Lovely. Oh, I really do need an hour, but we'll finish it there. Well done. And we'll get ready for a lovely stretch. Okay, so I'm actually eating sand now after that little escapade on the floor, but it is actually really lovely out here this afternoon, although it has got a bit hazy. So we're going to finish with a lovely stretch, starting off with a curl down and a lovely downward dog. So we're just going to feel as if someone's punched us in the tummy. We're going to let our head and shoulders relax down. Weight equally through both feet. Curl forward, weight slightly forward. Let that spine round, let your head relax. Walk your hands out. Take your heels off the floor. Pull up through into a V shape or a downward dog. Your heels will be off the floor. Your ears should be by your upper arms. Your bottom is up in the air. Tummy's toned, and you're making a V shape with your body. Lovely. We didn't actually work the legs too much in the end. I got too carried away with our backs. So just have a little calf stretch, and I'll rectify the legs with an add-on video and make sure we do lots next week. Then slightly bend your knees to walk back, walk back. When you get here, if you can, just straighten your legs or go to the point you want to, lifting your fingers off the floor to allow you to have that lovely hamstring and glute stretch here. Then walk back out, bending your knees a bit into our downward dog. Straighten through your legs, push down through your heels, but you won't get the weight down because you've got too much weight going forward. Tummy toned, ears by your upper arms. Release the knee and press down through those calves. Excellent. Bend your knees, walk back through, and this time come straight back up and come straight back up. Fantastic. Just roll your arms, roll your shoulders. Good. Take your arms up, have a little arm stretch. So one hand on your shoulder, one on your elbow, tummy pulled in nicely, and then stretch up, swap over. Very nice. Good. Let's stretch out the side core because we've done quite a lot of work on that. So lift up through one side, reach up to the ceiling as high as you can. Keep your hips under control, tummy toned, and come down. And the other side, really lovely stretch up through, reaching out and up, and then come down. Good, excellent. Let's just take the legs a little bit wider, down into a squat there. Feel that, just hold it there for a moment. Take your arms out, pull your tummy back and in, hug around, and then lift up through, straighten and recover. Well done. Let's do that again. So go down, pull everything in, hug in around, pull your tummy and your ribs back as far as you can, lift up and recover. Come back in. Just take a big circle with one arm, a big circle with the other, then both together, up, come back down and relax. Well done. Hope you enjoy this first one on the beach. Hopefully, as I said, the first of many. Have a great week and see you next time.